Greetings and welcome. This is Dr. B.D. Vaisuni, Associate Professor, Mechanical Engineering Department, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. In this session, we will be learning about the friction in ladder applications. Whatever ladder equipment we have, how friction will be acting in this ladder application, we are going to see now. We all know ladder is an equipment which is used to climb heights. Whenever there is a required object or whenever there is some application related to height, then for climbing that height, we will be using the ladders. The position of the ladder is such that there will be two ends of the ladder and one end will be on the floor and other end will be leaned against some support. Either it may be a wall or it may be some height. And then the weight of a person will be climbed onto the ladder. We can say that the weight of the person as well as the ladder both will be acted vertically downwards. Also, whatever ladder that is placed on the floor against a wall or on a support, it will be in equilibrium state. Whereas when the weight of the person is added onto the ladder, even then it will be in stable condition. How is this possible? It is merely dependent on the inclination to which the ladder is placed on against the wall. First, let us see some basics of the ladder application and then we will continue. Consider a ladder which is placed on the floor and against a wall as shown in figure. AB is the ladder here, which is placed at an inclination of alpha. We can see that at the floor, the point A, it is placed such that it will not slide down. It will not slide down. The inclination is very important when positioning a ladder, because if the inclination alpha is higher, then the ladder cannot withstand the weight which is applied onto the ladder. And if inclination alpha is very low, then it will not be in stable condition, which is leaned against a wall. So what we need to do, we should apply this inclination alpha such that it will be in a stable condition. Whenever the person is climbing the ladder on the rungs, even though he starts from bottom to top, all the rungs which he climbs, at any position, the ladder should not fall down. That is the basic condition which we need to understand. Then, if you observe carefully, there are two contact points. Two contact points of the ladder with the floor and the wall. Obviously, it is point A and point B. You can see that whenever a weight of the ladder alone is considered, that is W, which is shown in the figure, that weight will be acting vertically downwards. One end of ladder A is lying on the ground. Other end B is leaning against the wall. Due to self-weight or man standing on the ladder, the end B tends to slip downwards, which is leaning against the wall. As you can see, this point, this end B will try to come downwards. Why? Because whenever the weight is acting, it will try to come downwards in the direction of the force. So as the forces are acting downwards, we can say that the ladder at point B will try to come downwards or slip downwards. And hence, whatever friction that is being acted at this contact point B, whatever friction that is being acted at that contact point B, it will be acting in the upward direction. It will be acting in the upward direction. So, you can understand that at this contact point, there will be friction prevailing. And at this contact point, there will be friction prevailing because there are only two contact points and two surfaces. The surface of ladder and the floor and the surface of ladder and the wall. These two contact points, friction will be prevailing. Now comes the scenario where we need to see the direction in which the friction acts. You can understand that because of the whatever weight that is being applied, whether it may be the weight of the ladder or whether it may be a man standing on the ladder combined. Man standing on the ladder combined, let us consider the whole weight. Because of this weight which is acting into the system, at this contact point, that is point B, the ladder will tend to move downwards. So we know that friction will always act in the opposite direction to the movement of the object. So what is the direction in which the object is moving now? It is moving in the downward direction. So we can say that the friction will be acting in the upward direction. That value of friction that is being shown here at point B will be in the upward direction. And we all know the coefficient of friction mu is the ratio of frictional force to the normal reaction. So the frictional force can be written as coefficient of friction into normal reaction. So that's the reason here the friction is given in the form of FB, which is equal to mu B and NB, where mu B is the coefficient of friction at point B and NB is the normal reaction at point B. If you can understand this simple logic, where the friction is acting and in which direction it acts, you can easily relate the relations. Here at point B, the friction is shown in the upward direction. Obviously, whenever friction acts, there will be normal reaction perpendicular to the friction or perpendicular to the surface. So, we can say that at point B, the normal reaction will be acting in this direction. And this is the condition of the friction at this point B. This is the condition of the friction at point B. Now let us come to the friction condition at point A. At point A, the ladder tends to slide to the left, right? Isn't it? Why? Because whenever the force is acting in this direction, this ladder AB, it will try to come downwards at point B. So this object will try to come to left side. This point A will be trying to slide towards left side, right? So why is this happening? Because as the length of the ladder is a rigid body condition constant, as one end of the ladder comes down, obviously the other end should move to some other distance. So that some other distance will be of point A's movement towards left side. Hence, the friction at A acts towards right side. You can observe here that the friction, as the object is moving towards left side, the friction will be acting towards right side. And do remember, the equilibrium state of this ladder will be dependent merely upon the inclination of the ladder alpha. So in this condition, at point A, you can say that friction will be acting towards right side and the value of that friction is mu A into NA. Mu A into NA. And the normal reaction which is acting in this direction given as NA. Given as NA. So with this, we can see that if we draw a free body diagram for this ladder which is being leaned against a wall, which is placed on the floor and leaned against a wall, we can draw the free body diagram like this. This is the ladder A, B, and the friction is acting in the positive direction and the normal reaction is acting in the negative direction. At point A, the friction is acting in the positive direction and the normal reaction is acting in the positive direction as well. So this would be your free body diagram, and the inclinations can be given in this form, which is alpha. The weight of the ladder should also be represented, which is W. So with this free body diagram, you can know the unknown values. There will be number of practical applications of this ladder, and there will be number of field problems on this ladder, and all the content, all the asked unknown values will be evaluated using the free body diagram. So just one thing you need to consider, that whenever friction acts, it acts opposite to the movement of the object. So that you have to remember. And the points where the object is in contact with the other supports, let us say the floor and the wall, at that points you need to represent the friction as well as the normal reactions. So this is about the ladder friction, and in particular applications where the ladder is involving, where the man needs to stand at particular rung and needs to do his job, let us say some painting or take some object from the higher level to the lower level, then how the friction will be prevailing, and what would be the value of the normal reactions and friction, coefficient of friction, that will be evaluated in this ladder applications. So this is about the ladder application in friction. This concludes the session. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.